Hello there. I'm just going to make a quick video on using Git aliases. So it's just like my everyday sort of uh, workflow. I've been asked several times at work on why I'm not completing the putting the full commands in when I'm using stuff on my machine, and it's just alias. So an alias is in the terms of what I'm going to go over now. Just shortening of a command. So for adding things to Git, usually git add dot. With git alias, you just abbreviate it to git whatever. Git a is what I have it as, and it just helps with my sort of development workflow. It is a double-edged sword though, because if you are logging into a server like under a production account and it doesn't have these aliases, then obviously you're going to need to either Google the command or just remember them. So Googling all the way there. So let's just quickly go over the commands. Well, over how to add one. So it'll be in your git config file. So in not Windows, this is subsystem Linux. So Linux, this is my bash shell. We can do it. It'll be located in your home / git config. Whoopsie, but we can use nano because only psychopaths use vim. And we just go to the git config file. So this is my one. I've got a lot of aliases in here, like add, what I discussed earlier. So this would just be git a or git b to branch, or git bl to list the branches. It's just stuff which I've more memorized the actual aliases now rather than the actual commands. Back to what I said about it being a double-edged sword. So it helps that I sort of try and abbreviate it to the actual commands that exist, but for stuff like delete branch, I can never remember that. It looks really simple there when you look at it like that, but I always forget. So how would we use this in a usual situation? Let's exit out of this with Control X, and let's just make a directory and git config, which I'm going to have to delete afterwards, but cd into that, and we'll make a repository. So git init. I think I've shortened this to git I. So we've got an empty git repository. So git status on branch master, no commits yet. So touch imd. So let's create a file, and then how do we do the thing? Text .md. Ooh. Let's just go with what I know. Right. Classic. Okay, so Control X to quit there, and then onto no discard changes. So just yes, and then we've saved our file. So we can do git status again, and then we can see that we've made some changes. So again, git add everything in there. Oh, apologies. Git add, take off caps locks, and then git commit, and then message. Let's commit. So you keep seeing me typing G rather than git. That's because in the shell which I use regularly, fish shell, I have git abbreviated to G, because I really don't like typing those extra 2 characters. So right, we are we've got our first commit to our repository now. So just going to review the sort of the commands we made there again in our git config. So do back to where we were, nano, scroll up a bit here. So it's just a case of in your git config file making this alias in the square brackets and then adding in your preferred alias to your current git command, and that's it really. Do it with whichever text editor you like. I just do it within the terminal because that's what I know with nano, and yeah, that's it really. So if there's anything you think I've missed or there's anything additional you'd want to add to that, please just let me know. I'll be happy to go over it again. So I hope that gives you a bit of an idea on how to use aliases with Git. Thanks.